Good morning, adventurers. Guess what? It is another sea day. So let's go and do it. So the ship was definitely rocking and rolling last night. Everything in the cabin was rattling. And then I woke up this morning, it was still going. I thought, oh my God, what sort of seas are we in? And it's nice and calm outside, so we must just be going much quicker than we have been. Yeah, things were rattling. We had to open doors and sort of push the TV back and things like that to stop everything from rattling around. But hey, we slept through, so we can't really complain, can we? The photo challenge scavenger hunt for day 7 at sea is a really straightforward one. So crew members' nationalities, figure out which country the flag belongs to and find a crew member of that nationality. Should be dead straightforward, this one. So the WhatsApp group was on fire last night, people whinging again. They'd definitely whinge if they saw this. This is 70 minutes before the character photo opens. It's the 7 character meet, and there's already a line. So it's certainly getting busy in the atrium now, so we're going to go and join the queue. We did just overhear somebody say they've been in the queue for an hour and a half, and there's about 10 families in front of them. So word of warning, if you want to do these special meet and greets that aren't available anywhere else on Disney property, either you're going to queue, either early or when it's open. The queue line opens for 5 minutes only for these. So this morning's is 9:30, 9:35 the queue will shut, and then they'll clear the queue through. So just be mindful, if you want to do it, you are going to have to queue. It's either going to be before the meet and greet or as that queue opens for 5 minutes. Once it's closed, you've got to wait for the next session. There's only 2 sessions per character, other than the pirate costume one, where there was only 1 opportunity to do it. Okay, it's ticking round now. So there's the 2 options for doing this today, 9:30 and 11. Current time, 9:21. So the cast members suggested last night that they're going to be in their normal attire. However, we could get European, so we're hoping for European attire. It is original costumes.
Over here, oh, sorry, it shouldn't be. Awesome, small right here at Mickey's camera. And then your camera here, 1, 2, 3. So, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There you go. Oh, thank you. And we are done. The queue wasn't that bad by the end of it. I think the 11 o'clock is going to be worse than the 9:30 because we lost an hour in bed last night. So we're going to grab some breakfast at the Royal Court this morning. We are back in the beautiful Royal Court. This is where we were 2 nights ago. This is the lunch destination for your sit-down lunch. This is where you'll be a lot of the time. If you remember our video from the napkin folding, the tuxedo, here it is. This is how it should look. So it's the same breakfast menu as it was last time we were here. But this just gives you an idea of what is on offer. And if you remember last time, I went for Mickey waffles off the children's menu. But it is children of all ages, so we'll get away with it. So I'm going to go with the Eggs Benedict this morning. I'm going to go for something different. And I'm going to add a hash brown and some sausage, I think. A starter at breakfast time. So there's a range of drink options available during breakfast time. Apple juice, orange juice, coffees, teas, and your regular fizzy pops as well. So breakfast took a little while to arrive, but you know what? This looks really, really good, and it's piping hot as well. That's the one thing with Disney food, sometimes it's not the hottest. This is. That was probably the nicest breakfast I've had on board. Really fresh, really tasty. Would definitely have that again. We managed to get them. These are selling for £30 on Vinted back in the UK, but today we managed to get our DVC member at Sea Slider. Doctor Strange hasn't been the most popular character. Currently, he has more cast members. Thank you. So the 11 o'clock character session has begun. and the queue is slightly bigger than earlier, but not too bad. I think the time change has thrown some people today. But we were just talking to some of the photography team, and there's a Japanese girl and a mum on this ship that have made the most of their photo pass. We see them in every queue, each to their own. They are loving life, going from character to character, and apparently they've had over 3,000 photos on this trip so far. We've had 600, and we thought we were absolutely smashing it. 3,000 photos is insane, but she is absolutely loving life, and everybody at Disney has a different thing of what they want to do. Some people will want one specific character, and someone will want them all. And yeah, it's so fun to see these people running around, enjoying every moment on board this ship with the characters. And you do get some people that won't be interested in meeting characters at all. But just be mindful, you have to prioritise the ones you want to do. You won't get the opportunity to do them all at the time you want to do them. So make the most of your time on board the ship and plan your time with the characters. And sometimes you will have to queue up early to make it work. But yeah, this is such a cool meet and greet opportunity for 7 characters in one spot. For an adventure around the ship now, we're going to do the Midship Detective Agency.
Detective Agency. Which case would you like to solve?
Which case do you
Please
want to
choose
do?
one now.
We did the puppies one last time, I think,
so
didn't
we've
we?
got the case of stolen show, which is the Muppets one, or the plundered painting.
Let's do plundered painting.
Welcome, detectives. This is a big case. Let's check in with Mickey.
Don't worry, we'll get right on it. Oh boy, am I glad you're here, because we've got one doozy of a case. You just won't believe it, but...
Paintings are being stolen right here on the ship.
Yeah, Goofy, I know. Are there any suspects?
7 of them. And the ship's really big. Well, I think we're going to need some help.
No problem. Check out our new detectives. They're going to help us crack this case. I just know it.
Sus.
Detectives, we need to catch that criminal and find those stolen paintings. And that means you're gonna have to search all around the ship. Susan, our detective trainer, will teach you how.
You will use a high-tech detective badge. This is an amazing all-in-one tool that you'll use to solve the case. Your team will share one badge. To use it, you will need to face the black and white pattern toward the center of the screen while holding it from the bottom. Make sure your fingers don't cover the pattern and keep the badge straight up and down. On the mark. Now, hold up your badge with the black and white pattern facing the screen. Well done! Now move your badge until it matches exactly with the outline. Good job! This badge number is now registered to your team class until you find the key.
So there are 2 locations for this, Deck 5 Midship and also Deck 2 Forward. I'm just going to put my hat on and then off we go.
They're all set, Mickey.
Well, that about does it. You've got everything you need to crack this case and find those missing paintings. Good luck! I wonder if the suspect has been here.
So I think at this point we can rule Captain Hook out. So we're not going to show you everything because it will ruin the sort of adventure, but let's go. Let's go see what else we can work out as detectives.
In there that could help us. Move your magnifying glass around and let's take a closer look.
So now you get the gist of it. We'll not put any more footage in so we don't ruin the surprise, but we'll give you some ideas of how long it took and those sorts of things once we get to the end. So this is the other location on Deck 5, just next to Port Adventures. So it does state to start on Deck 6. I'm not sure why it says that. We've not come across any issues just yet. Maybe it's an attempt to spread people out right from the start, but at the moment we haven't come across anybody else doing this at this time in the morning. We did do this once before, maybe on the Dream, and we did it late at night. Now it does stop at 10 o'clock, so we were halfway through and everything shut down. So just be mindful, give yourself enough time before it turns off for the evening. Magnets, Indigo Dinosaur UK on Etsy, use code JS Adventures. Do it, do it. Are these the best fish extender bags? I think so. And these ones are giving rather than taking. Enjoy. The best one yet. If you haven't seen the vlog series from Alaska, go watch it. It's amazing. We loved it.
Hey, how about dusting off that window so we can see what...
So the crime scene map does tell you where to go on each deck. Now some people will do it in an up, back and down, and some people will go side to side. We're doing side to side to get some steps in this morning.
A painting in the suspect's room. Great deduction. You figured out who committed the crime. And look at this security footage. The criminal's trying to escape. Quick, go to this location on your map and let's catch that criminal.
So we've just come up on deck. We were going to give a review of the Midship Detective Agency, but this is ongoing at the moment, so we'll do that first and we'll catch up in a minute. So I wondered why it was so busy up on deck. Everybody's getting their boats in, ready for the regatta. So at about 10 to 12 every day, the captain will do an announcement about heading and wind and weather and all that sort of stuff. And then the cruise director will come on and give you an update in terms of what's happening on the ship. And then at 12 o'clock every day, the Mickey whistle will sound. So the aqueduct is running today. We went on that the other day. You can't take cameras on, so we didn't take you along, but me and Sam were the first ones on, and the lifeguard said, "You two are early, we're the first guests," and then we realised why. It was quite cold when the water slaps up your back at 10 o'clock in the morning, but it was really, really good and worth it.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Disney Fantasy Boating Regatta. Who's excited?
Woo!
Now we are just getting boats 1 to 30 lined up on the stage to start the regatta. Then after these boats, we're going to need boats 31 to 50. So make sure you're on the port side with your boat ready to go. So if you've got boats 1 to 30, please line them up on the stage now and then head back so you can get a good seat for the boats in regatta. We are going to start momentarily.
Tell you what, it's a lovely day at sea today. Not too hot, not too cold. It's about 20 something degrees so far, and it is only 12 o'clock.
We've got a boat that's number 1 to 30. Bring it on down now. This is the last call for boats 1 to 30.
Let's quickly talk Midship Detective Agency. Took us around about 40 minutes doing a zigzag approach. We only saw one other group doing it, so it was quite quiet. So probably if you've got children with you or there's more people doing it, probably give an hour to get around the ship and do that. It's really good. We're going to go and do the Muppets one at some point on this trip. We've done the 101 Dalmatians version before, so we're going to do Muppets and tick all 3 of those off.
Welcome to a beautiful day on board the Disney Fantasy. My name's Izzy. I'm going to be your host for the regatta. Now, I have been witness to the most creative, the most hardworking and dedication of teams that have come together to build these incredible boats. So in just a few moments, I'm going to invite members 1 to 5 on here to test these boats into the water. Now, the categories we will be judging on today are the most creative boats, the most Disney boats, the most seaworthy boats, and the best overall. Now there has only been one rule during this boat regatta, and it is the boats must float and hold 1 can of full soda. So the boat must float and hold 1 can of full soda. Also got to be here, make some noise. The best people who know about boats, they are going to be our judges today. So if I could invite boats 1 to 5 to join me on the stage here. So if you have boats 1 to 5, come on up, come on up. We are going to be assisted by our lovely lifeguards. They're going to jump in the pool and be our test of our boats. 2, 3, 4 and 8, they are looking lovely. It looks like they float. Definitely number 2 floats. Yeah. If you want to hand your boats over to the pool. Beautiful, they look like they're floating already. We've got 2 and 4 in the... It looks like they all float, but now here's the test. We have the cans of soda ready to see if they can float with a can of soda. Number 4 is floating away. If this was a race, they'd be very fast. Here goes the can of soda. They are on. Number 2 floats with a can of soda. Number 4 floats.
Some really, really cool designs. People have taken a lot of time to work on these creations for sure.
And then our final boat in the pool. Please bring them up to the stage now. 25 floats. Boat 26. Sadly, boat 26 didn't quite float. But it has a funky looking fidget spinner in, so give it up for 26. Very nice. Heavy on one side, but looking beautiful. Lots of Disney princesses on that one. Next up we have boat 9 and 28. This is boat 9 and 28. This looks like a rocket ship boat, and it floats with a beautiful can of Coke on top. It does not float, but it is beautiful nonetheless. Now, I just have to say, I think this is just a celebration of creativity. Everyone has been so wonderful. There are so many different boats, so just be proud of yourselves because the creativity is amazing. Okay, put them in the pool. We're going to see if they float and hold a can of Coke. This is boat number 36. 33, it floats. Number 33 floats with a can of Coke. Congratulations. Number 37. It does float. And the can of Coke is inside and on top of the cup. Very nice. That's number 37. Tom Sawyer's Island or Bust. Very nice. That's number 36. Floats with a can of Coke. Oh, very, very nice work, everybody. If those were your boats, you can go more. It floats with a can of Coke. Very good. And our last boat for this test, 41. A beautiful design, a beautiful build, and it floats with a can of Coke. Now, if you have boats, now we're going to test our next boat, which is going to be, oh, we're having a look, we're having a little laughter. So yes, bring your boats up to the stage, 61 through to 90.
66 has to be the best design so far.
Who's having a good time so far? That has gone into these boats. Absolutely fabulous. Give them a round of applause. Just like the Disney fantasy, an uncanny resemblance. Will it float though? Here it goes. It's floating. With a can of Coke. Off it sounds across the transatlantic.
How cool was that regatta? So much time and effort had gone into those boats. There was over 100 entries into that, and you get a little certificate at the end if you have done it. So each of the days on the Cruise Line Navigator app, you'll see lots of different activities. We obviously haven't shown you them all. We haven't even shown you 5% of what is on offer on this cruise. There's trivia, there's all sorts. I mean, we're really bad at the trivia, so we don't do it. But yeah, so just on the way back, we thought we'd stop into Cabanas and grab a spot of lunch and make the most of our veranda. We haven't used the veranda really, other than a bit of dolphin and whale watching. Would we have a veranda again? Probably not. Last time we did an inside stateroom in Alaska, and we got a bit, well, I certainly did, got a bit of FOMO, sort of missing out, fear of missing out. But on this cruise, not so much. So maybe next time we'll go in the middle and we'll go for a porthole rather than a veranda, but we'll see. We could have done this cruise a lot cheaper without the view. So maybe an inside state, maybe a porthole next time. So we just grabbed a couple of slices of pizza and chips, and then bread pudding and ice cream. And one of the best things about being at the back of the ship, we're directly beneath Cabanas, so it's just one quick elevator lift ride down and we're back at the room. And to be fair, you can't really moan at that view, can you? So remember earlier on in the trip we said about the cultural exchange. So this is an unofficial meeting. It's a sweet treat meet where people have brought treats from all over the world to exchange here today. So this is obviously unofficial. This isn't done by Disney, but this is kind of the importance of joining up on the Facebook group and the WhatsApp groups, because you get unofficial things like this where everybody's involved. So it was discussed with Disney and arranged, and the staff at Cabanas have put cutlery and plates out for everybody to go around and collect.
Thank you.
I said their table looked like Easter Sunday.
It's like Easter. Happy across, happy peaceful march. Okay, so tag-alongs, and I've got
Well, it's certainly one of the busier events on board that we've seen so far. It is in the back corner of Cabanas, so it does look like there's more people than there actually is, but it's quite tight to get around, but everybody's exchanging. There's suites from Germany, France, America, Mexico, the UK, so there's loads of variety. So the way this has been set up, there is an eastbound transatlantic community for 25. There's the main chat group. This is the whale and dolphin one that I've been using a lot. And this is the sweets and treats one. So as you go into that, it gives you a description there. It says this group is connected to the sweets and treats event happening Tuesday, May 13th at 3 p.m, tentatively in Cabanas. So use the Facebook group and the WhatsApp chats. Create your own. There's loads of different groups in here. Pub crawl, Oceaneers, fish extenders. So use the WhatsApp group and use it well, and then also set your own bits up if you want to, for anything you want to do, and see if anybody else will get involved. So this event has now been going on for 25 minutes. More and more people are turning up. We've just had some bits turn up from Dubai. So there's an absolute cultural mix. Really, really good event. And that's it. The sort of event's coming to an end now, but these guys, the members of staff from Cabanas, going around tidying up after everybody. This isn't an organised Disney event. This is just something that's been put on by the guys on board. Obviously, Disney helped out and organised it, or helped organise it, and it allowed it to happen. So thank you to all the hard-working cast members who help do these sorts of things and help out. It's really good. So what a cool event that turned out to be. Loads of stuff left over which has gone to the crew members. The things that did get left were open packet stuff, so things that are multi-pack or like cookies that have been cut up and whoopie pies and those sorts of things. So if you are going to take part, it might be simpler and more hygienic, I'd say, to bring stuff that's pre-packaged. So we bought celebrations, but there was food from all around the world, which was really, really good. So yeah, join your WhatsApp group, your Facebook group to find exchanges like that and go and take part. A few hours has now passed and we're heading back out. We're heading down to the Frozen show. We're just going to stop off on deck 11 and get a drink. So let's talk about changes. Two changes that have become apparent. One of those, somebody had booked a few people had booked a port adventure tomorrow in Lisbon, and it's doubled in price without being told. So it was like $60 something, it's now 100 and something. So be aware, double check that. And then tonight is supposed to be semi-formal night. It's been changed to a full formal night, and no explanation, no reason why. So tonight is formal night for the second time.
Treated in our medical facility, but requires additional medical attention that can only be provided in a hospital. Therefore, in the next 45 minutes to 60 minutes, we will rendezvous with Portuguese Navy and conduct a medical evacuation by helicopter. This will require a series of course alteration, and as a precaution, we'll have to clear forward part of the ship. At this time, I do not anticipate this will affect us, our scheduled arrival to Lisbon, and guests will be able to go ashore around 10:30. However, that depends on how long will this operation last. We will update you should there be any additional changes. Thank you very much.
Well, that's not ideal, but not from our side at all. For the person obviously suffering from a medical issue, it may be related to the Bright Star we had the other day. So good luck, whoever it is. I hope you recover well. Right, let's talk Frozen. So obviously we went to Aladdin the other day and I was a little bit disappointed. Let me say, normal services resumed. That Frozen show was amazing. We watched it on the Wonder this time last year, and sometimes when I've seen something once before, I don't have that wow. Elsa was really well cast, really, really well. She was really, really good. But this time, Anna was unbelievable in the role. She just fit the role perfectly. The person playing Olaf, really, really good as well. And of course, you can't forget the person playing Sven. Do not miss that show. Aladdin will get better, I feel. That may have been a first of everybody working together on that show. I don't know. Frozen was unbelievable. You cannot miss that show. It now makes me want to go and watch Believe. So I've already seen Believe, and it wasn't my favourite show, but maybe the second time round it will grab me and it will be like the Frozen show. That's not tomorrow, the next day I believe. So hold tight, we'll let you know. The weather is certainly about to change. Don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is a rainbow just in that direction, if it ever focuses. I can't see it on the screen, but we may see it in the edit. We'll find out. So from the sweets treats thing at Cabanas today, there was loads of leftovers and they were being gifted to the cast members. So we made a couple of bags up and we're going to gift them to the stateroom attendants. Not only ours, but also Sammy, who does a little bit further down this corridor. Because of the way this corridor is laid out, it's a dead end. So Raphael, who is our stateroom attendant, has both sides. And a lot of the time we don't see him because he's on the other side and you can't sort of loop around the back of the ship to see him. So we see Sammy more often than we do see Raphael. So we're just going to go and drop them some sweet treats off for them to enjoy.
Stay short.
So the helicopter for the medical evac is inbound, so hopefully all is well. The rainbow has come out for positive news. So the rainbow arches all the way over and out to sea, and the helicopter is going to come straight through the middle of it. Quite emotional really watching that. I'm going to head off because but thankfully trying to get down towards dinner, but can't go that way. Thankfully in these moments we have amazing skilled men and women to do stuff like this, so yeah, I was just saying it's a good job we have skilled men and women to come and do things like this, because that's absolutely incredible. We have no menu tonight, guys, because I was late. This is a spanakopita, which is spinach, feta cheese, dill, crisp phyllo pastry, roasted bell pepper puree. And for the main, we've gone for Dijon rubbed roasted beef tenderloin. So we went for the self-saucing chocolate pudding and the sundae. So, something different in Enchanted Garden coming up. So we've had a show in Animator's Palette with Sorcerer Mickey, not on this trip yet. But look at this is new for us.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for a celebration at sea. To safely enjoy this experience, please remain in your seats. And now, please welcome Mickey and the gang. Everybody needs a place to get away. Whenever around the world, people gather at this place. A paradise for everyone to share. As we join together.
long for now.
Remember, we love you.
See you around the ship.
Tonight's towel animal is, I don't know.
Lobster.
A lobster. There we go. Good job, Sam's there. So at some point we need to go out and hide these ducks. These are big ducks. So yeah, we're going to go find a home for them and then see who finds them, which would be quite interesting and cool. The duck finding or the duck hiding around the ship seems to have quietened down. I think everybody's run out of stock. So we're going to send these out, and we've got some little ones to go as well. So what an interesting day today turned out to be. Seeing the hard work of not only the ship team but also the helicopter team to do the evac was really good. And like I said earlier, it's a good job we have these skilled people in the world, because I could never do what the helicopter team did in terms of lowering down onto the ship and doing that job. So fingers crossed, whoever that was in terms of the casualty is going to be safe and well. Tomorrow we arrive in Lisbon. Now apparently the route into Lisbon is very scenic, so we'll put some footage in early doors tomorrow of that. And then tomorrow's plans off ship are we're going to go to Lisbon Zoo. So it's not a Disney Port adventure. We're just going to get an Uber, a taxi, whatever it turns out to be, over to the zoo, spend a couple of hours there, and then get back on board. So we'll take you on the next adventure.